As of July 2026, that is going to be marking my 5th year on Artfight, which is really impressive considering I have never been this consistent on anything else on my life, but the second July gets brought up, it's, oh, sorry, I can't today. I have... You know, a little crazy to think about that. However, is a little bit of a special time for me because it actually gives me the initiative to create more. Not only because it's a designated event that rewards you for, you know, doing art, but because I really do just like reaping the reward of seeing people so excited about when I draw something for them. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It's just like a drawing. And then they're like, oh my goodness, my character! And I get to see them being just as insane about their characters as I am about my characters. And is it so wrong to just want to chase the high of someone enjoying something you made? It's not wrong. And if you think so, then you're the problem, okay? That being said, it's a fun time all around. This year, I had the pleasure of being on Team Comedy, and very much a fan of the themes this year. I'm still forever hoping for Knights vs. Dragons, or Unicorns vs. Dragons, or some version of dragons. Please! Please! Artfight, if you can hear me, give me dragons! But, you know, that's unimportant. It doesn't really do much other than provide a cool theme. Like dragons. Dragons are so cool. Please, please. That was weird. Anyway, so this year and last year, technically, I have been doing it a little bit different in one way because I got very, very lazy with Artfight prep this year. You don't need to prep for Artfight. Most basically, Artfight prep is just posting the characters and putting up permissions and whatnot. However, more recently it's turned into a, oh, I have to redraw all of my characters so it's in my most updated style, as well as I need to post several cards and update my HTML template, which is also new this year. Exciting! I love seeing all of the profiles. I did end up trying to use an HTML website for my profile. Sorry, template for my profile. Yeah, my profile looks fine, I guess. I don't have the brain or the mental willpower to even fathom doing this. However, alongside my standard art, and by standard art, I mean like traditional or digital, just drawing, you know, drawing art, I have also taken the liberty to do some physical attacks. I think that Artfight, being able to have multiple different mediums, is super cool, and I have been leaning more into being a crafter more recently as I've gotten older. Definitely a privilege that I had to share with the world. It's also scary though, because I really want these people to have these physical attacks, and I have no idea how postal services work, but that's another lesson I guess I'm going to have to learn. But that's fine. I am going to showcase both of these art attacks that I've done. This video is pretty much just a showcase, maybe a little bit of reflection, but I am kind of proud of most of the attacks I have gotten done this year. I'm proud of all of my attacks I've gotten done this year, which is really weird to say. Most of the time, whenever you post enough art and you make enough art, you don't like all of them. There's like some things that you'd want to change. No, we're not bringing this energy here. I love all my attacks, and I'm so happy I got to make them for you people. Let's get into showing you some of the traditional art, okay? Okay, so we're at the point of the video where it's very unscripted. However, I'm a very simple person. I see a changeling, and I see cool face markings, and I know nobody. Nobody! That's the character name. Welcome, everybody, to Nobody. This is a changeling for Foaming Full Dice, and I don't know if you know anything about me, but I am obsessed with two things. Changelings and tieflings. You're gonna notice that a lot. The trends write themselves. Sorry, the stereotypes write themselves. As for Nobody, I adore their character design. Ooh, they're gorgeous. She's so pretty. I didn't want to start with anything too challenging. I went really paintery, I guess, for some reason here, which isn't typically my style, but listen, I think it came out really cool. I love Nobody. This Nobody. But this is a somebody, okay? This is a character named Dulcinea Yuna for I don't actually think I've said your full username, and I'm not going to. This is Yuna. I think girls who are cute but also can probably be covered in blood and it just looks kind of natural are really cool. I also really like wings. Can't draw them for shit, but I think that they look really cool. This character design is so cool. And then, I don't know. I think this isn't the clothes that she was put in her reference. However, I do think that when people put in their commissions, like, change their outfits. Just make it vibe match. I had so much fun just scouring Pinterest to find an outfit for her. I don't know. I think you can see her in the corner there. That's the best part about doing the actual drawings, is that you can actually see the references. I'm not putting up their references for the physical attacks, but I don't know. Very freaky, very cute. I love her. For a full body, she went by very quick. She's a very nice character to draw. The next drawing is actually a revenge for Shining Stars. This is their character, Dionia. I think I said that right, but Dionia is a plant, and I think that's so cool. I especially liked in the design the legs and how the legs were kind of like roots. I had a lot of fun with the face as well, but the roots themselves, you can see up in the corner there. Super cool, so I wanted to pick a pose that would kind of reflect that, right? I ended up with this one. I don't know, I think it takes up the page a little bit awkwardly. If I did some foreshortening, then maybe I would have fixed that issue. But then I don't know if we would have gotten as much as the legs unless it was from below, even then. That being said, still so in love with how the legs came out. Normally legs are where I struggle, so I don't know. Overall, I love the way that it was painted. I think I had a lot of fun trying to just go over and over and over the legs to give them a little bit of depth. I keep saying the legs, but they really are my favorite part of the entire drawing. I do like the shirt as well. The shirt does get a little pattern, as you'll see later. The arms are where I would probably fix it a little bit. However, Dionia doesn't have too much information, other than she's just a Venus flytrap, and she's covered in flower patterns. Either way, you don't need enough, you don't need that much information to make a cool OC, and I think she is a very, very unique, not unique, she's a very good example. There's the patterns I was talking about, yeah, but very cool, very cool. Love that plant lady. Now for this attack, there is a little bit of bias here. This is my most dramatic attack. This is the most in-depth attack, the attack I've had the most struggle with, at least traditional-wise. And it is for one of my best friends, Mari. Okay, I know, but you can't blame me for this one, okay? Because here I am, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna attack all my friends, it's gonna be so awesome, and I'm like looking, I'm seeing, because I knew that Cliff, Mari's character, which is also featured in this drawing, is in Mari's profile now. But I look, and I'm like, oh, let me see where Cliff is. Lo and behold, there is some fellow who I did not see on Mari's profile before. A character I was not informed had an official design now, and that is Dawn. Dawn, if you are unaware, is Harmony's dead sister. Dawn has heterochromia. You know who also has heterochromia, just in the opposite way? My character, Zanette. And Zanette and Harmony interact. Entirely unintentional. But I do think that there is amazing opportunity with this, and Mari was none the wiser. Let's showcase. Let's do a little showcase. Mari's attack was probably the most ambitious that I've ever gotten with an attack, but it's, I don't know. Like I said, using Artfight as an opportunity to expand your palette and expand your knowing horizon. Thanks for providing that opportunity, Mari. That being said, that concludes all of my traditional attacks. Let's go to my physical ones, okay? Boom! Tiefling! What did I say? What did I say? Alright, some of these are gonna go pretty quick because I don't have footage. Some of them are not. This is Phoebe belonging to Limerage, and I love the face pattern on them. Ugh, he's so cool. He's so cool. And another keychain tiefling. This one, however, starts the trend of charms. It didn't start the trend, but at least for the video. I adore the colors on him. This is Noith from Let Me Slap. I love the charm choices I did for him, but I don't know, he was just really fun to draw. I don't get to use my acrylic markers much, and he was just such a delight. And now we have one of my friends, Blissey. Blissey has 2 characters on one keychain. One is Maki, who you see here, and the other one is Cypress. They're in lesbians, and I love that for them. This was the first one I started. This was the original idea to do a keychain. Little bell attached, because Maki has a little bell on her little head. Very cute. I don't know. I love them. I do actually love the way that this one turned out. It's... I don't know. I'm excited to get this to Blissey. Just because. Ooh! And then also I started doing little cool recordings of them. A little cool... I only know the word cool, by the way, but look at these shots. Look at these takes. Look at how they fit into this fantasy architecture. Oog. Oog, they're so phantasmal. That's not the right word for that. On the topic of my friends, we have this eyeball. What? It's a fish! To break up they're all fantasy characters, who am I kidding? But be really fascinated with this fish charm on the screen for like a good solid few seconds. I just need you to bear with me while I figure out how to show this fish before I get to the actual art, okay? But Doris Dovenpath is a character in my campaign that I DM. He is a fish. As you could tell by the fish and the giant fucking eyeball staring at you through the screen. Jesus. As well as... I don't know. He's a really important character. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And he's also my friend's character. Hi, sir. I know you're watching this. Look at that eyeball. Look at that splatter on the eyeball, okay? I wonder what that could be. We flip it. Boom! Doris. I wonder who that could be. I just said. That's who it is. He also gets a really cool in the library moment. I don't think this boy has ever read a book in his life. But that's okay, because he's in a library. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. He's in that library. And that's great for him. Oh, the eyeball. Oh, the eyeball. Eyeball in the library. In the library. Eyeball in the library. Alright. This is a really long, there we go. Another D&D character. This is Valicent from my friend Webb. For some reason, I once again don't have much footage, but once again, very hearts. Very hearts everywhere. We got hearts in the eyes, hearts in the chain, which I'm gonna try and fix, which I'm gonna fix as soon as I'm done recording. And we have so many heart, like, little things, like little charms, which I appreciate. They're entirely consisting of love, and I love that for them. I love that for them. Love is everywhere. Specifically in Valicent. Okay? I love the eyes, though. I think it's really cute. You know? Oh, wait! You thought I could only make keychains? Wrong. Buttons. I do have a button press, so I think taking the opportunity to make them into little buttons is very cute. These two are from Baldur's Gate 3 tabs, or their OCs. I love them. I don't know. I see two girls divided by religion, and I'm like, wow, these two are sisters. This is Rhiannon and Altheria. Maybe I said that right, perchance. We have some beautiful footage for these two. Okay. But I don't know. One, I loved how I put the symbols of their religions in the background. I love Baldur's Gate 3. They just reminded me I needed to keep playing Baldur's Gate 3. I stopped, but I need to keep on keeping on. Now this here is about where I start to get very feltish. I keep seeing these little felt creatures on Pinterest, and I wanted to make a felt creature. This is a tabaxi. This is Sun Over the Blazing Hills. I think I remember that. I'm trying to look for the name. But this belongs to your pal Soapy. I knew I had the perfect fabric for this. You can actually see it in the past one. This is a weird one. I don't know why I didn't just stick them in the library, but I don't know. Sunny's so cute. This was my first felt one of the year, and I just thought that they were really well done. And now we have a Sariling. This one belongs to Tesser. And you know who's really cool? Tesser. And you know who Tesser really likes? Sari. And you know what Sari is now? A button. Whew, imagine that. I don't know. I like the little heart covering, like, film that I put over it. I love you, Sari. Sari, I love you. Sari, you're so cool, Sari. I love you, Sari. Dorothea is another character that I did not get much footage for whatever reason, but we ball. Dorothea was the last attack I was able to upload, but I don't know. I really liked her. She didn't have many attacks. She's so cutesy, though. She's a little strawberry girl. I don't know. I thought she was adorable. That's just me, though. This character is another D&D character from Lemmy J. This is Ina. Ina has a really cool design, and I'm so happy that I was able to at least portray it fairly well in felt form. I don't know. When you have such a complex design and you put it into felt form, you'd think that it would get a little bit lost, and some of it was. But I think I got most of the forms for her complete, and she has such a cute design. I'm glad that it was able to translate well into the felt. And now she's a little wearable badge. And you'll never guess. 2 tieflings and a clown. So originally I did stumble on Desdemona first. I just was scouring the tiefling tag, I won't lie. And then when I found Desdemona, who's the jester on the front, not this one, the other one, that's Astro. I found Astro in the connections section, and I'm like, well, I love a clown. I love a tiefling with not symmetrical horns. I know what must be done. So I drew them both, and I think that they're really cute. I don't know. I like the little chibi styles. I was able to get a full body unlike the other few that I've gotten. And they just have really intricate and cool designs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I said, Jester OCs are so cool. It fit the misery theme of this year. I love them. And they're blue. Something about blue. Alright, now he also has like no footage, just this one clip for whatever reason. I forgot to include him when I was recording it, but this is Cassian Amos. He is a part of a fallen church and is really homoerotic with his god. I think that's great. I drew him in, I believe, to be his old churchly attire and with a torn banner. You know why? The church is gone. That's why. Torn banner, no more church, in church garb, the story writes itself. I think that he's really cool. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, an actual progress video, because this is the one I decided to actually record. I've known that I was gonna make a banner or something larger for Arczeer, because I have been casually following Arczeer's story for a year, two, I don't know. I've been casually watching through Instagram stories. I love this guy. I think this guy has a killer boyfriend, and I like seeing them kiss. Is that so wrong? I like seeing this guy happy, considering I also see him miserable. And the art is just really cool, okay? I don't know. As for the actual progress, I took a lot of inspiration from, you know, like paper? And you know when people do paper cutouts and they make like a collage and they make it look like paper? It's very much like that. But I made him a banner. Originally I was gonna be blue, like the ocean, because he's so He's so ocean-oriented. But I ended up on the gray, so it wouldn't take out any of the other colors. But here he is. I love the way he turned out. He is my favorite attack so far. I know I shouldn't pick favorites, but I had to zoom out just to get the full thing. The full guy in. Okay? But I'm so excited for him to go to his home. Especially considering I know there's a shrine somewhere for him. But I'm happy to make my addition. We just gotta show off all the angles, huh? Oh yeah, we're just showing off all the angles. He's there, yeah. Alright, well. I want to give my thank yous to everyone who made me art this year for Artfight, and just in general, any art that is ever made for me ever. Just know I appreciate it forever. This is just a little showcase of everything I received for all of my characters, so thank you! They all look freaking phenomenal. And I also, you know, we're just doing standard video stuff. Thank you to everyone who watched and stayed through to the end. Hope you're enjoying my little preview of art here. And I hope you enjoyed watching some of the progress I had. I know I didn't have progress videos for everything, so I just wanted to say thank you for that. And lastly, go Team Comedy. I hope my little comedians win. At the end of the day, it's not about winning, but it would sure be nice. So, thanks for watching. If you want to stay to the end, yeah.